Understanding the process that authors follow might be difficult for many people. Many of the world's most successful authors have developed certain routines that contribute to their ongoing success. Quirks that authors have throughout the creative process form a part of their personality and ultimately their identity as a whole. These idiosyncrasies might range from drinking while editing, as Joan Didion did, to never starting a new piece on a Friday, as Truman Capote did. One of the ways that we may learn about authors and their works is by examining the pens that they used to write with. It must have been quite a sight to watch from these legendary writers' desks to see the nib vibrating over the paper as the ink filled up while they were staring at it. Given what we know about the author's individual writing styles, we are able to hazard a guess as to what the scene in each author's office must have looked like at any given time. The following are 5 well-known writers and the writing styles that they preferred. Parker Dufold was the cigar of choice for Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the author who brought the mystery fiction to new heights of popularity, was a big lover of the Parker Dufold fountain pen. Because of its beautiful design and the fact that it was so simple to use, the Parker became Arthur Conan Doyle's preferred writing instrument at a time when the fountain pen was experiencing its most widespread adoption in Europe and the United States. A significant number of the primary reasons why Doyle favored the Dufold are still present in the pen today. It is well balanced, has a beautiful shape, and is encased in an acrylic material that is both dependable and lightweight. It should be obvious to you, my dear Watson, why he preferred to write with this pen. Anne Frank, Montblanc Meisterstück. Due to the fact that Anne Frank chronicled her life during one of the worst moments in European history, her narrative continues to touch the emotions of millions of people all over the globe. On the occasion of her 9th birthday, Anne got her Meisterstück, and with it, she composed a biographical work that altered the manner in which we comprehended the horror of the Holocaust, as well as the little child who was behind such an overpowering catastrophe. Stephen King, Waterman Hemisphere. Dreamcatcher, which is one of Stephen King's most successful books, was written in the time-honored style of the Waterman Hemisphere. King is known as the King of Horror. In point of fact, he used up a total of 4 Watermans while writing the novel, and he acknowledged that the book was written using the world's greatest word processor, a Waterman cartridge fountain pen, in the acknowledgments section of the book's back cover. King has long been a supporter of the use of tactile writing as opposed to digital writing. He believes that it immerses the writer into the work, and we at Inkstable have to say that we have to agree with him. Haruki Murakami, Sailor. Murakami and Sailor, 2 of the most iconic figures in Japanese pop culture, are a marriage made in heaven. Murakami has expressed his enthusiasm for fountain pens on several occasions, and he makes it a point to give his fictional characters the ability to write with the writing implement. In the article, The Running Novelist, that appeared in The New Yorker, Murakami was quoted as saying, "When I thought about sitting down at my desk at home and starting to write, I realized that I didn't even own a decent fountain pen." Murakami's first fountain pen purchase was an inexpensive Sailor, which was detailed in the article. After that, I went to the Kinokuniya shop in Shinjuku and purchased a sheaf of manuscript paper as well as a Sailor pen for the price of $5. Since then, the author has been completely enamored with this topic. Montegrappa, courtesy of Ernest Hemingway. There are several photographs available of Ernest Hemingway writing at a variety of desks while intently gazing at the material he is working on. It was during the First World War that he first became enamored with the Montegrappa brand, which he referred to as Elmo during his younger years. At the time, he was serving in the military and was stationed all across Europe. It was at this time that he began writing a farewell to arms using the pen that he had carried with him during his travels. This was the beginning of a deep and abiding passion for the Italian brand that would last a lifetime. Mark Twain and the Conklin Crescent Filler get an honorable mention. Twain and Conklin were both American institutions that left an indelible influence on the history of the United States. Twain was a big supporter of the innovative self-filling pen of the day. Because of Mark Twain's proficiency as a writer, his likeness was subsequently utilized to market fountain pens, creating a market that spanned over 150 years and included both authors and those who enjoyed using fountain pens.